Good morning, Texas, or good afternoon. Rupert from Tackleberrys here, and today I wanted to talk to you about something. Normally we've kind of got leery firearms that you've never seen before, all the stuff that you drool over, and it's nice for me to say, in all my years of international big game hunting, the 375 Holland & Holland Magnum, it's fine. But in the big scheme of things, most of us, in fact, I would suggest that pretty much all of us, when we first started shooting long guns and rifles, we started with a 22 of some description. So I wanted to show you some 22 rifles today, just to kind of whet your appetite as to what you could be kind of training your kids with and having fun with yourselves. And this is where I'm going to start. I showed you one of these, a 9/11 kind of memorial version of this the other day. This is the basic Ruger 1022. The gun is unloaded. This gun has been around since 1964. Nice gun, steel sights. They make a takedown version, they make light versions. 1964, old gun, 53 years they've been making that. Probably the best-selling semi-automatic rifle in the world. However, if you're a bolt action person and you travel, as I have done, then something like this is going to be something that you're going to come across in your international travels, particularly if you get out to Africa. And again, just to show you that this gun is unloaded, which it is. So what we're looking at here is a CZ or CZ455. This gun also used to be manufactured by a company called Bruno, BRNO, Bruno, and CZ were like Toyota and Lexus. But this gun, they're a bit more expensive, but if ever you go to Africa, for example, and go and hunt with an international or with a professional hunter, I can guarantee you that he will have a rifle that looks very like this in his personal collection. Chances are he's probably given it to his son or daughter by now, and he will have been given it by his father or his grandfather, because that is how these guns are passed down father to son. More accurate than you can shoot, and this is the kind of gun that most people in Africa are given to go off and go and plink with, and here's one round of ammunition, come back with something for the pot. And that's how we were taught, and this is the gun. This, if you were looking for a bolt action rifle, the CZ makes an awful lot of sense. It really, really does. However, this isn't Europe, this isn't Africa, this is America. In fact, this is Texas, which is even better. So if we're going to talk about all things good about America, then we have to talk about Henry repeating arms, because it says on the side of their box, made in America or not made at all. You know that Winchester is the 125th anniversary of Winchester this year, and they've got a Winchester lever action rifle, and it's $1,800 because it says 125 years on the side of it. This gun, the 22 from Henry, we sell this, and we also sell the octagonal barrel gun. It's less than 350 bucks with walnut furniture, made in America. A very, very nice gun, a great gun to go plinking with, an awful lot of fun. The ammunition's cheap, there's very little recoil, and so it goes on. I showed you the Ruger 1022 before, so if we go back to semi-automatic guns, here we are looking at a little Marlin firearm. Again, it's a semi-automatic gun. Coming looking at it with a tube fed underneath magazine, you're looking at kind of 200 bucks, if that, for a gun like that. So, other guns, 22. Guess what? It was known as the AR-7 once upon a time. Armalite invented this, and Henry continued to make it. The pilot survival rifle, I think it was made in the 1950s, and the whole thing kind of takes apart and goes into to the floating submersible waterproof stock. So a lot of fun for a takedown rifle there. And if you wanted to be a little bit kind of more tactical, this gun was out from Smith & Wesson last year. Again, you can see the gun is unloaded. This is the Smith & Wesson 1522, an all-new gun last year. And what Smith did, they tried to make this a good gun for you to practice your 3-gun with, so you can use 22 ammunition for practice and then use your full 223 for competitions. And this gun has the same trigger and kind of flat Picatinny rail that you're going to find on most race guns. But it's a great gun. It's real fast shooting. We've put a 22 specific optic on it, and that from Smith & Wesson makes for an awful lot of sense. So why is a 22 rifle a good idea? Ammunition's cheap, very, very little recoil, not too loud. Your kids aren't going to be frightened of it. You can have an awful lot of fun and learn good firearm handling standards, whether it be for a bolt action or a semi-automatic rifle, in a fun environment where you're not going to be worried about kick or how much money it costs. The range isn't crazy, although the ammunition will go a mile, so beware of that. And it's certainly not a toy, even though sometimes the 22 rifles look like them. So, this is Texas. We have these little rifles, the single shots crickets, available for sale in our store too. And there's a lot of good reasons why 22 is the rifle we all started with. Nothing's changed. It still makes a great first-timer's gun. So, 22 rifles from Tackleberrys Texas. That's me talked out for one day. Come see us. It's Saturday and it's hot today, so come see us. Thanks for watching.